Ever wondered if being a ninja actually paid the bills? Here's a hint. A single mission could bring in more than a farmer earned in an entire year. But before we picture sacks of gold and secret retirement funds, let's peel back the myth and look at the real economics of the shinobi, the covert agents of medieval Japan. You probably know the pop culture image of the ninja, a silent assassin in black slipping across rooftops. But the historical shinobi were, first and foremost, intelligence agents. Most came from ordinary farming families or from the lower ranks of the samurai class. They weren't a permanent ninja clan hiding in the mountains. They were specialists in spying, sabotage, infiltration, and guerrilla tactics, hired when a warlord needed information or a dangerous job done quietly. Their strongholds were the provinces of Iga and Koga in central Japan. Families there refined techniques for stealth and escape over generations, and local lords quickly learned that these skills could tip the balance during the bloody civil wars of the 15th and 16th centuries. Now, how did a ninja actually get hired? Think of them more like freelance contractors than soldiers with a steady paycheck. A daimyo, a regional warlord, would send an intermediary to arrange a mission. The agreement was usually verbal and highly confidential. Payment depended on the mission's difficulty and the reputation of the agent. Sometimes a ninja worked alone. Other times a small team would infiltrate enemy territory, gather intelligence, or create a diversion before a major battle. Because secrecy was everything, very few written contracts survive, but a handful of clan records and government documents give us a window into their earnings. So what did a mission actually pay? The currency of the time was the ryo, a gold coin that roughly equaled a samurai's monthly stipend. Surviving ledgers from the Sengoku period, Japan's warring states era, suggest that a simple reconnaissance job might pay 1 ryo, while a dangerous sabotage or high-risk assassination could bring 20 to 30 ryo. To put that in perspective, a typical farmer might see barely 1 ryo in a whole year after taxes. A low-ranking samurai might receive 5 to 10 ryo per year as a retainer. That means a single high-stakes mission could earn a ninja the equivalent of several years of a farmer's income, a striking payday for someone officially outside the noble ranks. And gold wasn't the only reward. Many contracts included bags of rice, fine cloth, or even weapons as bonuses. Some warlords granted temporary protection for the ninja's family or a small parcel of land in gratitude for exceptional service. But don't imagine a steady salary or a retirement plan. Most shinobi remained full-time farmers or artisans and treated ninja work as a lucrative side profession. After one mission, months, or even years, might pass before the next call came. Let's pause and think about the social side of this job. Financially, the occasional windfall was impressive. Socially, it was complicated. Among the samurai elite, espionage was considered dishonorable. Fighting face-to-face was the ideal. A ninja's covert tactics were often viewed as cowardly or unclean, which kept their official status low. And of course, the danger was enormous. Capture often meant torture and a slow death. Even the best could be betrayed by informants or trapped behind enemy lines. So while a single mission might pay like a modern high-end consulting gig, the personal risk was closer to that of a wartime spy. Why, then, would a daimyo pay so much for a farmer-turned-spy? Because the skills were rare and decisive. Ninjas mastered disguise, silent movement, survival skills, and code communication. They could impersonate monks, merchants, or wandering performers to slip behind enemy defenses. A single piece of intelligence, like the layout of a castle gate or the timing of a guard change, could change the outcome of a battle worth thousands of lives and fortunes. As Japan began to unify under the Tokugawa shogunate in the early 1600s, large-scale warfare dwindled. Ninjas increasingly worked as spies and security specialists for the central government. Their pay became more regular, but often lower, reflecting the quieter times. Over the next centuries, legends inflated their image into near-supernatural warriors. But the real shinobi remained practical operatives who balanced farm work with covert missions. So, was it really a good job? If we measure purely by pay per mission, ninja work could be spectacular. A single high-risk operation might bring in years of a commoner's earnings. But when you add the irregular schedule, mortal danger, and lack of long-term security, it was hardly a comfortable career. Maybe the best modern comparison is a highly paid but perilous freelance gig, huge payouts, no benefits, and the constant knowledge that one mistake could be fatal. Next time you see a movie ninja melt into the shadows, remember this. Behind the myth was a part-time professional who risked everything for a handful of gold coins, and sometimes came home richer than the local samurai. If the real history of the ninja grabs you, don't stop here. Check out the other ninja stories waiting for you on this channel, and make sure you hit the subscribe button. Thanks.